hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hit the door stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich, the whole club.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage.
And his first pass is incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third and short, it's Levis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
In motion left is Higgins. 4th down, Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
In motion left is Higgins. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The Bengals at 8-5 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a yard. Levis back to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Levis on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chase will go in motion left. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Madison.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down, Cousins. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A first carry here for Kane-Nwangu. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Completes this to Addison out left. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Bring the energy.
Now a give to Madison. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slam.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Levis looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
65 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Room past the 35, across midfield.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Hey, no, easy. One time.
Here's Madison running on first down. There he goes, right side. They can't tackle it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, 40 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the left sideline a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. Back to Mixon on second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Levis. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10.
They're on the 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins on first down. That would almost
intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Cousins again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Levis. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First and 10, it's Levis. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And London motioning left. Levis to throw on first and 10 here. Got a man, it's London.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
A second down throw from Levis.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A 46-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Gone.
Cousins to throw it. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Over the middle, caught by London. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Levis sets up to throw here. Trying to improve. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Will Levis, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down throw for Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Listen to me.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Chandler. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. Gets past one man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Levis to throw it.
And his throw here is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
In motion left is Higgins. Levis on 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
Working from the gun. Here's Levis.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And London motioning left. On 1st down, Levis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Levis now off of play action.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Levis on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
Gone.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Gone.
To throw, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
All right, now here we go.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins now.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we're good.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Bring up 48. Gone. Black. Hey, can. What's up?
Cousins now from the 50. Flushed out right.
Throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And the Vikings 1st down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. They go play action. Cousins.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10.
Listen to me. Two.
Now Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bengals are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Throwing is Cousins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The bouncing ball gets all the way to the end zone.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, ready. Edo Blue. Black Ultra.
Here's Hall throwing after the interception. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Hall.
First down, Vikings.
This one caught by Osborne, right side.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Black blue. Blaster, six.
Hall to throw it. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now it's Hall. That'll be caught. It's Rager.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Hall.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Hall's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to throw, it's Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Levis. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Oh, able to avoid him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings' 43-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. This one home. It's a touchdown. The Partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So the pick six, and now Levis right back to the air.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Levis now on 2nd down. He will find his man Chase complete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Drake London,
30 yards.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.